Man, it's such a nice day to be walking around this active construction site. I sure do hope nothing comedically falls on top of me.
Tony, I need you to pay attention while we're carrying this comedically large boulder. Just a sec, boss. I'm trying to get an A rank in this hit game, Uma Musume. Tony, I swear to God. It's fine, boss. I'm not gonna drop the boulder. Oh no, I dropped the boulder! Tony, I'm gonna kill you!
Was there supposed to be an eclipse today? Oh god. Ugh. Oh, that really hurt. What the fuck? Sorry about that. It just now occurred to me that I forgot to add you know, a microphone source to this thing. Literally like five seconds in and we're already messed up. But I forgot to add a microphone source to this scene, so it's just dead silent. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got my toes down. Here's my toes. Other things I've realized. I forgot I didn't have any music for this. I looked, I couldn't find anything good. And it was annoying, so it's just complete sound. Do I have like any music I could add to this? Sorry, let me just just realizing how like quiet it is. I can hear my own thoughts. It sucks. Hold on. Doesn't really fit the vibe though. Like, I literally don't have anything else that actually fits the vibe. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, we're just gonna have to go with it. There's my outro music. I'll turn it down because it's really loud. Yeah, I got squashed under a boulder, and now I've lost a dimension. But I've gained something else. By sacrificing a dimension, I've gained power. That's how that works, right? My wrist, I cut my wrist this morning. It's like accidentally. I cut my wrist accidentally, and it's like it still hurts. It's like sore. I scraped it on something. Yeah. Just add that. Hold on, I want to hear the music. Watch this music. This song's very the song repeats a bunch. So just watch this get really annoying. Ironically enough, I did base the idea off of Flat Stanley, so. I did take inspiration from the GOAT Flat Stanley. Only difference is Flat Stanley had a door fall in him or something, I think, or like a bookcase. It was a bookcase. Might have been a bookcase. It was a bookcase. But yeah, no, I'm here. I'm here. I got my things. I got my yeah. Yeah. Can you tell that I didn't prepare anything at all? I was trying to prepare stuff for this, and then I like got really busy just randomly, and then nothing happened. So I tried to I threw together what I very well could at like 2 a.m. and now. I tried to make like an actual like background thing because I realized I didn't have a chatting background, and I just like couldn't get it to look good. So here we have this thing. Just this background I took offline. I tried to get the chat to work, couldn't get it to work and or look good, so no chat on the screen, even though this is the chat, my quote-unquote chatting screen, which is ironic. But whatever. We do what we do, and you can tell I wanted to make like some chatting like BGM, but I couldn't. So here we are with my outro BGM just playing in the background. I'll make actual chatting BGM eventually, but you know, yeah. I could have just picked one of like the random copyright-free songs that I've used for like shorts and stuff, but like I couldn't find one that fit the vibe. So here we are. And then I threw together something like literally like an hour before the stream, so we'll just, you know. Yeah. Other than that, everything is... I mean, I guess the entire plan of today's stream was literally just to show off the model anyway, so... I didn't really plan much anyway, so I guess it's fine. So do you think we should just, like... get on with it? I'm actually gonna turn off the... I'm gonna turn off the music for, like... until, like, we're done actually showing the model, I think. But yeah, as you can see, I got my tootsies out. Well, not really, it's boots, but you know, there's my toes and my shoes. Yeah. Yeah, I like big boots. Big fan of boots. I need to get more boots. I like boots. They make me feel powerful. Yeah. I'm gonna show the whole boot. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, they got a little cuff there. Little cuff on the boot. How much do you, how do you talk about shoes? I don't... They're shoes, they got laces. There's a crease. There's a crease in the middle, if you look there. Papa Booey. Yeah. I've never... I feel like I did some kind of debut, quote-unquote debut at some point, but I forgot anything I did. I don't know. Oh yeah, steel toe. Yeah. I used to, when I was younger, right? I used to like cut the grass for my great grandma because she's still alive, because she's old and couldn't cut her own grass. So I'd like go over to her house and like ride on the lawnmower for her, right? But for some reason, like for the first few years, even though it's just a lawnmower, it was deemed like super dangerous because I was like, I don't know, like on the younger, not like on the younger side, but like mid young, you know what they say, you know what I mean? So for like the first like few like year or two of me like cutting her grass, I was made to wear my grandpa's not like my great grandpa, but my grandpa, like another person, my grandpa's like steel-toed boots that I used to use for when he worked at the when he used to work at a mill like years ago, which I think was really funny because like those things were so big on me. Like it wasn't like it was a riding mower too. It wasn't like it wasn't even like I was like toes get / delete it. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's funny because I wasn't even like on like a push mower. I was on a riding mower. So like it would be, I'm not sure how they thought my toes were ever gonna get caught in the bottom of a riding mower, but I don't know. I've had weirder accidents happen, I guess. Nothing as dangerous, but you know, weirder. Let's move up a little bit then. Oh, see the bottom of my clothes there. But you can see I got some like tights on. Green and black, good combination of colors. Big fan of these colors. I will mention this is similar to the Vroid model because I did base the Vroid model off of the the like art that Piku drew. Green, correct. Because I did try to base the V-Roid model off of what Piku drew, but as you can tell, I'm not an artist, and I was not very good at getting it perfectly, but you know. Green. Oh yeah. But yeah, now it actually looks how it's supposed to look instead of my cobbled together drawn with a mouse version, which I still like the V-Roid model. I think I did put work into it, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I got some tights on. Let's move up a little bit more. Oh, you see my hands? You can see my hands here. Yeah, as you can see, got a little skirt thing going on. A little bit of I got some layers. Big fan of layers. I also have my prick in my neck. That's unrelated. Did I sleep weird last night? I don't think I did, but I might have. I don't know. Went to see I'm getting off topic. Went to see like Black Phone 2 yesterday with some friends, and I got home like really late because I had to drive like 20. But the movie started at like 8:30, and like we only got out around like I don't know, like like 10:30ish, right? And I had to drive everyone home, and then I had to drive myself back, you know. So I had to drive for like 20 minutes. It was like well past like 11 by the time I got back. So and then I like, you know, I worked on some stuff for a bit, so I had to get that out of the way. That was a pain, but you know. The cam's kind of crooked. Hold on. There we go. But yeah. Yeah, I got some gloves on. Big fan of the gloves. Very fuzzy. Very glove. Excuse me. Again, right before stream, I did like eat some stir-fried noodles. I did mention that, so. In like my Discord server. Because I need to eat something before this, so I just kind of ate that, and like I was trying to speed run eating those, so my throat's a little scratchy, but that's fine. It's nothing special. My throat's always scratchy, but you know. Yeah, but I got the gloves. I like the gloves. They're fuzzy. I like just moving back and forth. It's fun. But yeah, got my nails painted too. Seriously, my neck is in a lot of pain. I don't know what the heck that's about. But yeah. You can see my arms through the I got a little got a belt thing. Got a little Metallica belt thingy. Oh yeah, you can see my arms like through the sleeves. I got some see-through sleeves. Big fan of those. Think those are pretty cute. Oh, you can see my tail. If I move to the side of it, you can see my tail kind of flapping back there. We'll get to that. It's also like it's so like flowy. I like it. I love it. Yeah, I got this this like metallic belt thingy. Not really sure what to call it. Fully. Wap wap wap. Let's see if I can zoom in without like exposing the face. Probably zoom in a bit. I can afford to zoom in a bit. Yeah, I got this this belt thingy here. I have my mouse on screen, but just imagine. I should get like a custom mouse. Maybe I should get like a custom mouse whenever like my mouse on screen so it doesn't look like jarring. Yeah, now that I'm zoomed in, let's kind of look at some stuff closer. Yeah, boots. Big fan of this gap here. Yeah, I like my nails. Big fan. See if I can zoom back out without. Okay, yeah. Oh, zoomed out a little bit too much, but that's fine. Yeah, this is whoop. Keep the bottoms of my hair. See, like, got a bow. Got a nice bow tying my. What would you call this? Like a shawl, tying the shawl together. What was that? Yeah, I got like a bow tying the shawl together. You'll see my tail in the background. Just swaying back and forth. And I'm also swaying. Yeah. Oh, you can see, oh, there's my chin. There's my chin. You can see my chin now. That's nice. Let's see, let's move down just a bit more. Yeah. Looks a little bit different than the model, if you notice something there. Ah, hello. Yeah, hair's a lot more voluminous, I think, on this one. Is that the word? Voluminous? Voluminous? Vulcan from Metal Gear Solid 3. That scene where he grabs Snake by the testicles and squeezes hard. Yeah, but what the hell was that about? Yeah, got hair's all there. I'm not going bald yet. You can also see my mouth a little bit if you look. I got a little You see that? Got my fang. My fang. Oh, drink my water. Oh, that. Oh, should I just show it? I'm just gonna show it. Maybe I should just show the rest. It's basically just half a face. You've already seen that. All right. Moment of truth. Why are my eyes doing that? Why am I? Stop that! Stop that! Hey, oh wait, hey! Stop, what's happening? I'm not. What is happening? Why are my eyes doing that? Stop doing. Stop. Good lord. Okay. Yeah, but here I am. Here I am, looking at the camera. One thing I know, my eyes. There's always been like an issue. My eyes are kind of like thin. My eyes are kind of like on the thinner side, so like whenever I like blink or squint or something, you can barely see my pupils. So I think the tracking is just kind of like not judging me eyes correctly. But here I am. Hi, it's me. Every time I smile, like super big, like that's what I mean. Like anytime I smile, like my eyes just get. Also the glasses. I need to clean their glasses too. But I'll take my glasses off. Here, I'll go blind for a bit. But yeah, here I am. It's a me. I'm tweaking. I'm always tweaking. That's nothing new. I'm put the glasses back on. I want to be able to see. But yeah, as you can see, it's very similar to the face. Me. Hi. Get up close and personal with me. Ugh. Yeah, it's a me, a Mario. As you can see, the face is still similar to the one that I've always had. Hold on, got it. Still got like tired in my eye. Like so my grandma would always say. Yeah, here I am. Still got my funky little eyes. Big fan of that. Big fan of. It wouldn't feel like me if I didn't have my funky little pupils. Yeah, still got my cheek markings. That's nice. Big fan of that. I'm saying big fan like every like 3 seconds. Should I stop? Chat, is this annoying? Chat, should I blow up? Yeah. Also, finally, okay, can I mention something? I was looking in VRoid the other day, and to like get some like screenshots for something. Do you know they added hats to VRoid now? I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I was so annoying. I couldn't get a hat to look good in VRoid because you used to have to make hats with like hair follicles, and I could never get it to look right, or the physics to look right, or anything. And then I go back there to get some, and the moment I have my new model, yeah, I got my ace, got my clubs. It's a little high. Yeah, I got my ace, got my club, got my markings. But yeah, they added like hats and like stuff, and one of the hats they added was a witch hat, and I'm so mad. I could have had a hat this whole time. I could have had a hat like ages ago, and it's like I just didn't check because I didn't think to update my V-Ride model when I had another one on the way. I'm so mad. But yeah, now I do have L hat. Yeah. Little holes for my ears as well, because those gotta stick through. I can't hear you. I can't hear good without that, without the holes. Pathetic. Yeah, I got the hood too. I like the hat connecting to the hood. It adds like it's a vibe. It's a vibe. I'll say that it's a vibe. Feeling devious. But yeah, this is the model. Let's show like a full one. I need to get smaller. Shimmy, shimmy. Hello again. Yeah, but that's not. Oh yeah, tail. Let's check the tail. Oh, it's moving a lot. Why is it moving so much? Whoa, whoa there. Yeah. The okay, either my camera's like messed up or my glasses are. Whoa, what the heck? Oh, I turned on the light. Here, let me shine a light on my face. How about that? Let me burn my retinas. The expressions kind of aren't working right now. Don't know why. There we go. I'm gonna take the glasses off. Yeah. On the subject of other stuff. Oh, one thing. See, the hat might be a bit too big at times, I've noticed, even though I can do that. Hat might be a bit too big at times, so if you take a look here, I can put it down. I can put the hood down, so, you know. Yeah, still got my little... Still got my little ahoge aguago. Oh, TMs, what? What's all this then? Thank you for that image. Thank you. Why is he just shining? He just sent me an image of a damn like it's just like a guy just blasting his eyeballs with like a super duper flashlight or something. It looks like the sun is like devouring him whole. It's yeah, I still got my little heart-shaped hoagie. I'd feel naked without it. Quite literally no reason. Thank you. But yeah, other fun things. Also have some other toggles as well. See, I already look like a little shit, but I can look even more like a little shit. I'm feeling devious. This is my natural state. I'm losing it. I feel very silly using this one. I'm a very big fan of this toggle. I'll explain in a second. Very big fan of this toggle. Oh, dim. Hold on. Oh, God. Wait, do I have to turn... I pushed the wrong button. Hold on. I wasn't looking. As you can see, I'm stupid. I got a crash out toggle. I got a crash out toggle now. Oh, I didn't realize the mouth can't just stays open. Oh yes, cats are just by nature little shits. This is for if I'm playing. This is for moments like when I'm playing Silent Hill and I have to deal with the old when I'm playing Silent Hill F and I have to deal with the damn old man creatures again. If I have to go back into that, if I have to go back into House 2, I'm gonna cry. The actual, I think, official name of this toggle is literally just called Noel Crash Out or something like that. Because I based it off of, because I asked Yoma to base it off, hold on. I literally called it like Noel, like Crash Out or something. Just because it's based off of, hold on, I'm stupid. Give me just a moment. Just a moment. Image. Behold image. Where is it? Because I literally based it off of asked them to base it off of this face right here. Here, you see the resemblance? Here, hold on. Oh, hold on. It's so dumb. I love it. Also a big fan of the ears are like tied to the or it's like tied to the eyes, so if I like yeah, this is a me of Mario. Woo. Like a fly buzzing around the screen. Woo. Put my hat back on. So yeah, I didn't really plan much for this stream other than, you know, but I did want to treat this as like an opportunity because I remembered when I first started streaming, I didn't do like a, oh, check it out, it's a me. Hey, what's up? It's me. I'm doing my thing. No, I just started streaming. I remember the first game I ever streamed was Resident Evil 1, and I never beat that game because I got stuck. I wonder if I could. I wonder if I probably could, but I'm bad at winking. I mean, I can wink, I just look stupid doing it. Yeah. I look like so just head empty. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. But yeah. So I want to take this opportunity to just kind of, you know, be a little oh, whoa, like scrolling still. I'm scrolling on a different screen that's doing that. What? There we go. Where that stop that. But yeah. I prepared a little hold on. I'm really why did I do that? Hold on. Anything? Is it all good? We all good? We all chill? Everything good? Everything? Let me move this screen over to, and I moved some tabs around. Hold on, give me a second. Maybe I should move. Ye old fuck it, we ball. Correct. Hold on. I should move this over here, actually. Move this tab over to this screen. Yep. And here we have, and may I present, where is it? I swear I added it to added it. Oh, there it is. Hey, oh, hold on. There's music again. Behold, my presentation I put so much work into. Here's the presentation that I put much work and effort into, and I didn't just make an hour before the stream. Anyway, can you see my mouse? No, so you had. Is my mouse hidden? My mouse is hidden. Okay, I should get like a nice looking mouse or something, like a cursor. I can figure out how to do that. But first and foremost, if it's not obvious, this wonderful model that you see before you today was created by the great and powerful Yoma. Go check them out. That's their @ that I've checked. That's their @ on pretty much everything. I've seen it written as Yoma VTuber, Maho Yoma, Yoma Maho. Not sure what they prefer to go as, so I'm just saying Yoma. If you can pronounce that anchor emoji, all the better for you. But yeah, my spine. Yeah, go check them out. They've made models for a certain number of people, especially ones that I know, especially 2 that I know. One of them's here. Freak. But yeah, they were very talented. They're very talented. They were very what's the word? It was very easy to communicate with them with like stuff over this. And I didn't even have to give any notes because they were just like they took the reference sheet and just made this. I gave like basically no notes, and this is like the outcome. I'm genuinely amazed. But yes, as we move on, let's move on to I bet you should probably know if you are planning on watching me anytime, what kind of games I enjoy to stream. I don't know. I looked at my my like catalog of games that I played on this channel as well as like my Twitch channel, and like I didn't really see much of a correlation, honestly. Like I just kind of stream whatever. I mean, like I've been streaming a lot of horror games recently, but that's just because it's October. I mean, I like horror games. I love horror games. Yeah, big fan of The Monkey. But I am planning on playing. Squeak to my chair. But I am, along with like the more like longer and/or story and/or linear games I've been playing recently, I am planning on doing some more like one-off stuff with like Rivals and Deadlock. I'm definitely gonna plan to get back into Dead. Can I mention something very funny? I again played Deadlock yesterday. I think it's really funny. The last time I played Deadlock, was over a year ago, almost a year ago to this day, which I found out. I realized was like almost a year ago to this day, and the only reason, I mentioned the only reason why I remember the exact day that I streamed Deadlock on, or I guess it was more Dominic streamed Deadlock and I was just there. But the funny part is I'm like 90, that's the day, funnily enough, that I realized that I was trans. We played Deadlock, and then during that Deadlock stream, I realized, oh shit. Which I find really funny. And also, just coincidentally, that day I'm pretty sure also happened to be National Coming Out Day, so I did. But yeah, I am planning on playing Deadlock yesterday. Very fun. One of the few MOBAs I've played. One of the few MOBAs I played that doesn't make me irrationally angry when I get my ass handed to me on a silver platter. Because I was playing Mina, which a lot of people agree is one of the worst characters in the game. And I was having fun while doing that. We didn't win a single match, it was awesome. I did originally have a section of this. Sorry, I need like a drink. Where's my drink? There it is. I did have like a section. You wanna hear my shaker go? Can you hear that? There's my shaker. But yeah, I did originally have a section where I talked about my favorite, like, you know, because like a lot of VTubers, when they'll do that, they'll hey, like, oh, here are my favorite shows, here are my favorite games, here are my favorite blah, 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 you know? But like, here's the issue. I'm weird, right? I can't just say, oh, I like this thing, so it must be my favorite, right? No, I have a lot of things I like, but it's very hard for me to figure out my favorite things sometimes. I wasn't even sure of like my, can I say something really stupid? I took a higher or lower comparison like chart quiz thingy to figure out who my favorite JoJo's Bizarre Adventure characters are. My top three, it was weird. My top three, I think, were, it was Jolene, what, shoot, it was, I think it was Jolene, Foo Fighters, and Josuke from Part 8 were like my top three, if I remember correctly. Or it was it was either Josuke 8 or Giorno. It was one or the other, I remember that much. Yeah, but so I didn't really make a thing on like my favorite things, just know that like the Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. Is it weird to say I miss the... Is it weird to say I miss the Fitness Gram Pacer test? I guess I could just go into like a large flat area and run back and forth for like an hour if I really wanted to. Is it weird to say that I kind of miss... I mean, I don't miss working out in front of people. I refuse to go to gyms, especially because I just really hate working out in front of people. It makes me feel self-conscious and I hate it. But, like even then, is it weird to say I enjoy just running back and forth with the taste of iron in my throat? I'm still confused why that happens. I looked it up a few times. I'm still kind of confused why it like has that like, you ever like work out like enough or like run for long enough and you get that like kind of like irony. I'm not sure if it's iron, but it's like it's sort of like a, it's either like acid or it's like an irony kind of taste like in the back of your throat. You ever get that? Always happens if I like exert myself too much. I went like on a run like a bit ago, like not a bit ago, but it was like one time I went on a run, right? So I went on a run like a while ago, and like I hadn't like gone on a run in a while, and I think I exerted myself a little bit too hard. It was literally just around the block. I made it to like 2 streets down, and like I think I pushed myself to like run too far or like too fast because of like the way I was doing things, but like I made it to like across the like 2 streets away, And then on the way back, it was like my feet were killing me, my knees were killing me. I could barely, it was hard to breathe. I didn't bring water with me because like it's hard to run with water, and that was a bad idea because I got back home and I just immediately like downed like 3 glasses of water because like I was so dehydrated after doing that. Learned my lesson there, of course, but yeah. But yeah, if I had to pick like a few just like off the top favorites, like favorite shows, still probably like One Piece and JoJo's. Thicker than water. Yeah, I guess that's fair. That makes sense, actually. Yeah. I could go for some lemonade right now, honestly. Not like the like watered down stuff they sell in stores a lot of the time, but like actual lemonade. You know what I mean? Or at the very least, like an Annie Ann's lemonade. Like those are refreshing. But there's not really an Annie Ann's within like 10 minutes, you know. It's fine. Go for actually, I have pretzels in my microwave. Maybe I'll microwave in my freezer. Maybe I'll microwave myself a pretzel later. But yeah, like One Piece, like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, so to speak. Favorite movies. Favorite movies is the one where I always get tripped up on because I have a lot of movies that I really like, but I'm not sure if any of them are my favorite. I started like a letterbox. Let me pull up my letterbox. Hold on. I started like a letterboxd account this year, and I do this thing where like I very well could go back and like add all the films that I've watched before. Thought you're talking about camels. man, my throat's really killing me. You know, it would be really good smoking a 12-pack of Camels. that would definitely help with my throat constricting upon itself. Yeah, it's funny how much resentment you have for Auntie Anne's, and there's me who just loves Auntie Anne's. There's so much sugar in those things. That is true. There's like a full like beehive worth of sugar in those things. Where was I? Yeah, I opened my letter. I could go back and like just add all the films that I've watched before into my letterbox, but I like watching them and then adding them. You know what I mean? Like I make a review for the film like right after I watch it. Here, let me like look up like what I've. Let me look up what I've like watched recently. Hold on. Where's it at? I've watched 15 movies this year. 500 cigarettes. Yeah. Here's the films and the order that I watched them in this year. Hold on. Sort by newest first? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Here's all 15 films I've watched this year. Film's a strong word for some of these. Movies I've watched this year and like the order I've watched them. I started this account because I was doing like a Sonic the Hedgehog movie watch along. So the first 3 films on my Letterboxd account are the 3 Sonic films. In that order. The 4th film is Saving Bikini Bottom, the Sandy Cheeks movie, which, by God, the people that don't like the 2nd and 3rd SpongeBob movie, oh boy, do I have news for you. I liked the 2nd and 3rd SpongeBob movie. This one, however, genuinely, it was, like, not good. It was not good. Like, at least 30 minutes could be cut out. It felt like an episode that was just stretched to be a film. So it was like I got like a few of the jokes got me, I guess, but like not like super haha funny hee-hoo, just like, oh, that's pretty funny, you know. And then like, if you know what I'm talking about, the ending with like Wanda Sykes fish vor. I'm not even joking. That scene actually like made me repulsed. I hated it. It's horrible. Then I watch most of these films are like a 4-star and above for me, at least, because like I just like to watch movies I like that I think I'll like. These first few ones that I just kind of watched because I was curious. Paranormal Activity, that's a 3. I gave that a 3-star. So I've never seen Paranormal Activity. I'll show you. Look up Sandy Cheeks movie Wanda Sykes Fish. You'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I watched Paranormal Activity. Pretty good, like a 3-star. Zoolander. I know like some people love Zoolander. It still has one of the funniest jokes still one of the funniest jokes in film to me is the Center for Ants bit. But like that film was just kind of okay. I gave it 2 stars. It was okay. Then Pitch Perfect. I watched Pitch Perfect a few days later. After that, gave that a 2.5 stars. I watched that with my family, so I don't know. It's fun. It's funny if you. It's a good movie if you don't take it seriously in the slightest, which I think is like the way you're supposed to watch Pitch Perfect. But like you know. Then I watched Wonka. From here on out, every film is at least a 4-star. I watched Wonka. I was a big fan of Wonka. I know it was kind of weird and like people like didn't really like it too much, but like I loved it. I don't know why. It felt very whimsical. Big fan of whimsy. Thunderbolts. Gave Thunderbolts a 4-star. Just got like 5 Discord notifications. Okay. Then I rewatched Empire Strikes Back. I watched that like years ago, but I watched it again. Definitely my favorite Star Wars film, I think. 4 stars? Maybe. Actually, I have to watch the other 4 Star Wars films first before I really do that. K-pop Demon Hunters, gave that a 4-star as well. It was like a 4-star, 4.5 star, you know? I was a big fan of how Jinu was literally the only Soja boy with a personality. Superman, gave that a 4.5 stars. 4.5 star Superman film. Fantastic Four First Steps, I gave that 4.5 stars. I know that it's like Marvel fatigue and all that, but like out of a bunch of the Marvel movies that came out recently, Thunderbolts and like Fantastic Four, I feel like are some of the best, at least to me. You know, I liked them. Rewatched later Raiders of the Lost Ark again. I love Indiana Jones, 4.5 stars. And then again yesterday, watched Black Phone 2. Also gave that a 4.5 stars. Not sure if it's just because it's a recency thing. I need to like think about it. Like I think 4.5 stars is a comfortable location. I think it was definitely better than the first film, and the first film was really good. So I liked it more than the first film. The first film was really good, so it's like, you know, I think 4.5 stars is a comfortable place to put it. No stars reached 5 stars yet, except for Sonic 3 for some reason. I don't know why. I know I watched Sonic 3 some. I liked Sonic 3 a lot because I watched it during a watch along thing, and then big fan of Shadow. I really like Shadow the Shadow Hedgehog. So yeah, that's probably why it scored as high as it did for me. But yeah, in terms of like, did you hear that voice crack? That was crazy. Funny Void guy. Void was pretty cool. I like why is that? Ooh. I liked Void and all the. I like that. Shadow. Crack my knuckles. Yeah. But yeah. What was I gonna say? In terms of like books and stuff, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been getting back into reading recently, but because of like high school, you know, you ever have that thing where high school, like all the required reading and stuff, it like kind of just beats the enjoyment of reading out of you. I used to read like books within like a few days. Like back when I was like much younger, like I'd knock out like a full book series in like a few weeks. Now it's like hard for me to just sit down and like read, even though even though every time I do, I love it. It's just hard to start doing it, you know? But I'm almost done with A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm really liking that so far. Big fan of that. I need to stop saying big fan. I do that. I've done that more often. But yeah, I got a few books more sitting on my desk that I need to read. Got like a fantasy book. Got my 2 copies of Alice. Got my 2 of my 3 copies of Alice in Wonderland. If you haven't guessed by already, I'm a big fan of Alice in Wonderland for some reason. Got my Cheshire Cat slippers right behind me. In terms of manga, big fan of Spy Family. Stop saying big fan. It's annoying me now. Maybe I'll just keep doing it. Spy Family. I have all the current like English volumes for Spy Family like on my shelf. It's like the only manga series that I have in physical, or at least that I actively am collecting in physical. You know what I mean? What else do I got? I read most of my manga online. Hold on. I read a lot of like just one-off like weird stuff, you know, not weird, but like stuff that like no one's like heard of, quote unquote. I'm not like other girl, you know what I'm talking about. Like I read like just kind of like whatever like pops up in my recommended sometimes. Like what is it? Let me read. Oh, I've been rewatching the anime recently for The Girl I Like Lost Her Glasses. Awesome title, I know. But I did read the entire manga of that, and it's like, I don't know why I had such an attachment to the manga. There's no real reason why, I just thought it was cute, I don't know. The anime's crazy though, because like the studio that did the anime eat chalk and play Deadlock, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why, but like, I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, the animation studio that did the anime for that is really funny because if you watch the first like 2 minutes, they just put a bunch of like crazy ass camera angles in this slice of life middle school romance, and it's really funny. Like the animation is so weird because it's like so like the animation art style is so detailed, and they do like close-ups like angle from the hand up to the face. It's so weird. Other stuff I've been reading. Yeah, I've read read the entirety of Kaguya-sama Love is War. Very good. I read a lot of romance manga, if that's not like obvious. Excuse me. Let's see. Read a few things by, what's their name? Sakano Keiko. Yeah, Sakano Keiko, which includes the Demon's Bride Wants to Be Eaten, and I swear there was another one I read. What was it? What's it called? I swear there was another one that I read by them. Was it not this? Was it not this artist? Was it a different artist? I'm just going insane. Oh no, it must have been a different artist. Yeah, okay. So it's a different artist. Demon's Bride Wants to Be Eaten. I'll find what that was called. Hold on. It was like... What was that artist called? If it loads. Is it this? No, but it's like an other romance. I don't know. Yeah. What is this? What do you call like? What's the name for like? I forget. What's the name for like Chinese manga? Yeah, fight scenes. Yeah. I think I tend to watch action more. That's not, maybe not, I don't know. I tend to watch like action anime, and then I tend to read romance manga. So if a romance manga I like gets an adaptation, I'll usually watch the anime as well. But do you call like what do you call like Chinese comics? I forgot what those are called. But also reading what is it? Please Bully Me, Miss Villainous. Classic villainous manga, manhwa. I thought manhwa was Korean. Hold on. What is Chinese manga called? Oh, it is Oh, you're right. Never mind. I'm a fool. Oh, so okay. Manhwa with a W is Korean. Manhwa with a U is Chinese. Okay, simple enough. Yeah. I also redownloaded webtoons recently, and I was reading that. Yeah, I was reading some webtoons. Got distracted though. It's taken 5 billion years to load. I like how I'm offering no visual aids. It's just this. Yeah, read some stuff on. Read some stuff on there. Batman Wayne Family Adventures. Just a Goblin. I read that. I read like the first season of that a while back. I don't remember when that was though. That was like 2 years ago. Jesus. Yeah. I should read more webtoons. But yeah, I think that's enough on like the media I like. I also like horror movies, but that's just that, you know. Moving on. Instead of having like the media I like, I added this slide. Because I think this kind of I'm not sure what this would tell you about me, but I feel like, I don't know why, I feel like, I'm not good at putting it into words, but I think you can tell a lot about a person by what characters they play in a video game. So here are the characters that here are like the characters that I've played in like three types of video games that I've played. Little note, however, I haven't played League of Legends in like a few years now, and I haven't played Smite in a similar amount of time. But you know, I also haven't really had to play any fighting games recently, but I do want to get back into fighting games. But yeah, as you can see, these are my mains in various games. You know, you got in my hero shooters over here, you got my boy Reinhardt, got Angela in Rivals, got Maeve from Paladins. I find this section to be particularly funny. Oh yeah, exactly. Between like these two sections, there's like, I move my mouse so you can see that. In like the hero shooters and the MOBAs, there's like no correlation. It's just, here you have Reinhardt, Angela. Okay, those are 2 tanks, and then Maeve, the flank character with knives. Yeah, just 2 tanks. Then the MOBAs are insane. You got Tom Kench in League of Legends, big catfish guy from the south that eats you. Ratatosker, tiny little squirrel. I like Ratatosker. You know what I always did in what I always did in Smite was I'd pick Ratatosker, and then I'd just work up. I'd hard focus on crit damage. I'd focus on upping my crit percentage and my crit damage, because if you can get crit up on Ratatosker and like a few other characters, you can just shred through people, and it's really funny. And then again, I haven't played Deadlock. I've played Deadlock like 2 or 3 times, but after playing yesterday, I'm a big fan of good old Mina here, even though she's supposedly one of the worst characters in the game. Yeah, and then fighting games. I've only really seriously played 2 fighting games, those being Smash Ultimate and Guilty Gear Strive, and these are the characters that I played the most in those games were Byleth and Bridget, both Bs. I also played a lot of Donkey Kong and Bowser in Smash, but mostly Byleth. Mostly Byleth. I don't know. I think one of the reasons also is because I had recently played 3 Houses along that time, and I was still coming off that high, so I kind of just like, oh, Byleth, I'll play Byleth, and I just like playing Byleth. I don't know. It's funny hitting the big axe move that just damages you really hard, but like takes 5 years to swing. I do have 2x KO. I did like try that once. I do mean to get back into that. I might play that on stream at some point. Who knows? I do have two. Need water. I do have 2x KO downloaded. So I will bit back into bat at one point. Yeah. But yeah, as you can tell, there's basically no correlation between any of these characters, but these are the characters I like playing in games. Oral. A lot of tanks. I do like playing like tanky characters, but you know. And then this one's just kind of a, you know. Here we have objects that I've gotten stuck in. First object I ever got stuck in. Well, honorable mention. You know, let's wait for that. Hay. You know, like corn mazes and like classic American fall attractions. You know, it's like they'll do a corn maze. There'll be like apple shooting cannon thingies. Behold, Bridget. It's fine. But yeah, yeah, I've gotten, you know, like, and then there's like they've changed it at the place that I was after a few years, where it's like more of like a tunnel system of hay or something. I don't really know, but it's like they like stack the hay and there's like tunnels and stuff. But like originally at this place, it was just bales of hay, a big like slab of hay with like more hay in the middle, bunch of hay bales, and there were like holes between the hay, right? This is like in preschool. This is like years and years and years ago. I'll explain. But yeah, I got down in between the hay bales, and I was like, hey, this is really fun. I was like playing with someone, and like she was like, and then like I said, like, okay, that was fun. Can you help me out? And she was like, oh, my dad's calling me. I have to go. And I was like, but can you help me out first? And then she left. So I was just stuck there for like 5 minutes, and then my parents came over and like and then like my parents realized that they couldn't see me and kept looking for me. I really worried them, and then they looked in the hay, and there I was. Yeah. Railing. I was practicing for a thing. Again, I was very young, but I was practicing for a thing, and I was very bored. And there was a stair railing, right? And I like kind of was leaning against the railing. I like had my legs kind of like against the railing, and like my legs were kind of like poking through the like bars of the stairs, you know? So, and then I tried to pull back, right? And then I think it was my right knee just got fully stuck in that railing. Like it took like a few people to get it out. Yeah. Yeah, it took like a bit to get my knee out of that railing. Let's see. Table. My most famous achievement. My most famous achievement, of course, is getting my arm stuck up to my elbow in a table. Excuse me. I was getting my arm stuck up to my elbow in a table. I'm not going to explain the full context because it's stupid and not very funny, but basically, I was trying to do a bit. I put my arm up to my elbow in like, you know, there's like holes in tables. This is, I'll explain the worst part about this later. I was doing like a bit. This is like middle school, I think. And yeah, exactly. And I put my arm up to my elbow in the table, like trying to do a bit, and I was like, okay, that was funny. Let me get this out of there. And then it was stuck. I could get the elbow in, could not get the elbow out. The most mortifying, well, not more, I found it really funny, and I still find it very funny, but the most mortifying part of all of this was that it was in the middle of a writing class in middle school. Because they couldn't get me out, the entire class had to go down the hallway to an empty classroom to continue their writing, while the nurse, the principal, and the nurse, the principal, and like I think like another teacher, lubed up my elbow in like Vaseline and soap. Yes, they moved the entire class down the hallway. Because like they didn't want to interrupt the class while I was doing my bullshit, you know? So like the principal, the nurse, and like one of the teachers lubed up my arm and like with like soap and Vaseline, and it took like 20 minutes to get it out of the table. Which is so embarrassing, but it was so funny. Yeah, it became such like a thing that like in the senior thing for when I graduated, there was, this kind of like gives like a, this could dox me, but no one's gonna find it out. But like in like the like there's like a senior booklet where it's like, oh, here's like mention your favorite song, favorite whatever, message for incoming classes, favorite moment. Something. Boy. But yeah, multiple people mentioned that their favorite moment, or like their most memorable moment from their time in school, was that one time in middle school that I got my elbow stuck in a table. And multiple people mentioned it to the point where they added a specific graphic for it, like like everyone wrote their thing, and then for that memory specifically, they added a specific graphic because multiple people mentioned it, and then the person, like the committee in charge, like the committee in charge of doing it, literally had to come up to me and ask, "Hey, is it okay if we do this?" Because like they thought I was getting bullied or something. No, I'm not getting bullied. I'm just stupid. And even if I was, it was funny, so I don't care. Yeah. Also, I also found this kind of stupid. Funny, I mean. In like the message, in the messages for, yeah, the science teacher like came into the classroom, laughed at me, and then took a photo of me in the table. I still have that photo. I'm never gonna show it to anyone because I hate photos of myself, but it's very funny. Maybe I'll show it to my friends. I don't know. I think they've seen it though. But yeah. But yeah. Coincidentally, for some reason, there was like messages to like incoming class and write. I genuinely could not think of anything in the slightest to write because I just didn't care that much. So I just wrote "the fog is coming" and I put that like top of the page for some reason. I don't know why. I wasn't very funny. No one talked to me. I was not popular. I don't know why they did that. Just first thing you open up when you get to that page, "the fog is coming." Oh yeah, he has definitely seen that. I've shown him the photo. I wrote a poem about it from in that writing class. I wrote a poem about getting my arm stuck in a table. That science teacher that took that photo has that poem like in his classroom for some reason. I think to this day probably, honestly. But yeah, I wrote a poem. Oh, yeah, he's seen it. I've shown him the photo. Yeah. Again, we graduated the same year, so he's seen it. But yeah. What's it and who's it? Where was I? Forgot what I was talking about. I don't know why they did that. But yeah, moving on. Bottles. I don't know why. Anytime I finish like a soda or something, to incoming students, don't stick your arm on a table. Yeah, good lesson to learn from me that I still probably haven't learned from. But bottles, for some reason, whenever I finish like a soda or something, I have the desire to plug up the hole with my fingers. Like I like the sound it makes, you know, like the popping sound that it makes when it like comes out. But like I've gotten my fingers stuck in them for like extended periods of time. Finally, Pringles cans. I'm not gonna explain. There's a whole Bo Burnham song about that. But yeah, honorable mentions, objects that I've gotten stuck in me. Peanut. When I was but a babe, I shoved a peanut up my nose. I shoved like a really big peanut, like really far up my nose, that my mom and my grandma had to take me to the hospital, so the doctors could like shove some like big tweezers up there to pull out the nut from my nose. I should rephrase that, to pull the peanut out of my nostril. I think that might be the only object I've ever gotten stuck inside of me. which is, I mean, lucky that that's the only thing that's been stuck inside of me was a peanut. But you know, moving on. Oh, that's it. Never mind. Never mind. That's it. I thought I had more, but I guess not. I just realized I was slouching the entire time. My spine's gonna hate me for that. But yeah, thank you for coming to my yes. Let me close this tab. I can close this now. But yeah, I've done pretty much everything I want to do. Thank you for coming to my debut of my model. I'm going to be using this model from now on. Might still use the V-Ride model in thumbnails from time to time, just because it's easy to pose that. But you know, this is my go-to model now. I'll also work on the background you see here, so I can do like more chatting streams and stuff. And I will work on a BGM that doesn't sound that actually fits the vibe that I'm looking for. But yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very happy with how it turned out. Yeah, I'm extremely like happy. This is exactly what I wanted, and I really have to thank Yoma for this. Yeah, I think that's all that I have for you today. I'll try to get a schedule set up for this upcoming week. Probably not gonna stream tomorrow, but we'll see. But definitely will stream my usual days of Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Friday. Probably, actually, I might stream Friday. I'll probably stream Friday. So like Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday. Maybe I'll take my Saturday stream, move it to Monday. Who knows? We'll see. I love the movement. It's so fun. Yeah, thanks for coming by. I'll see you later. Have a great time. Have a good day. Have a good life. Yeah. Goodbye. God, I'm still such a loser. Bye.